Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between MisterWinner and dang it, even in the first couple of seconds I didn't even do anything. Alright, between MisterWinner and Fish, this game taking place here on Last Refuge. Alright, MisterWinner spawning as the red human player on the bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Fish has spawned as the yellow undead on the top right. Just in time for a new game, I see. Yep, game number 1, and Metaphysics, I knew if he was watching, would laugh at me, and of course he did. Alright, let's go ahead and break things down in this human versus undead matchup, as we're looking at it. Well, Crypt Lord opening up with ghouls, going up against, well, Archmage, Footman, and Militia. This game taking place here on Last Refuge. Pretty standard of a map, has been in the map pool for quite some time, but really not that many complaints from the community and the players in general. Alright, yeah, classic move right there. There are times when I actually do want to zoom in and zoom out. Maybe I don't know, should I disable the mouse zoom? But then I also do want to keep the mouse scroll, things of that nature all together. Alright, we're coming back across here. Human, gonna go ahead and clear up this Murloc creep camp pretty easily. Meanwhile, well, Fish opting to go for that Crypt Lord, and now going to be setting up an expansion. Should be bringing on an Acolyte over as well, and we'll be trying to go for that fast expansion attempt. How did you like Shallow Grave? Interesting matchup, or interesting map. I really got to study it a little bit more, but it was, well, a definite map that I'd have to look at a little bit more and see if there's any possible exploits. A Amazonia replacement. All right. Coming back through, Acolyte should be placing down a Ziggurat here, but the Crypt Lord is actually leaving the party, which is not what I would expect. Archmage of Winter already bringing over well, a water elemental, try and put pressure onto this Ziggurat. Is it going to get canceled? Yes, it is. And the Acolyte is already trying to hide. And is this expansion attempt a little bit more of a, hey, follow me, and this focus all of this time on this Acolyte, as we could be looking at perhaps a tech to tier 2, or just another, well, clearing of these creep camps, as we're going to see a pickup of the Mercenary, Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, and Forest Troll Berserker. We do see True Shot Aura has been picked up by the Crypt Lord as well. That will help out the damage on the Forest Troll Berserker and the Shadow Priest as this creep camp gets cleared up, getting very close to level 3. Archmage down across here, continuing to finish off some of these other units. Null Overseer trying to go after the Water Elemental. You can see a lot of poison being spread across multiple units here, as the Null Overseer will get taken down and, well, get closer to level 3 once more. Meanwhile, Haunted Goldmine now once more being haunted over, but, well, in comes MisterWinner again, knowing the time and the place, going to be trying to put pressure onto the expansion before it is even up and operational, but the Crypt Lord may get lucky with an Impale here. No Impale. Gonna go, nope, there's the Impale there across multiple units, and all of that poison damage could add up to be a little bit more. 2 low hit point Footmen already retreating back. Archmage trying to go after this Forest Troll Shadow Priest, as the little bit of damage still adding in there. One more shot would do it, but the Footmen are getting into harm's way and blocking the path of the Archmage, as the Footmen, well, don't know to get out of the way there. Archmage now making its way back down. Low hit point Footman. This one did make it back out. I believe only one of them made it out. Another one didn't quite make it, as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest down to 11 hit points, as the Archmage, no boots of speed, still able to close in on that distance and get his troll. All right, chasing trolls down every day of the week. Archmage doing a great job right there. Coming back around, Archmage, well, is getting very close to level 3. Should be able to do that exactly here. It's going to drop a Water Elemental. It will. Actually, a bit surprised about this, as that 125 mana, much more precious than the amount of hit points that this Water Elemental is going to be absorbing, especially as it is now a level 2 Water Elemental variety. All right, the Forest Troll Trappers will get taken down. Is there an Arcane Vault? There is already an Arcane Vault. That should be healed up here in just a moment. That Water Elemental actually took quite a bit of damage. Now that I look at it a little bit more, as the Archmage looking to perhaps clear up this 5-3-3 creep camp on this Ogre Magi side. Crypt Lord, however, already doing quite a bit of work, looking to clear up the Ogre Warrior creep camp here at the Goblin Merchant shop, finishing off the Ogre Magi, and, well, that Forest Troll Berserker is still alive, representing a large amount of damage, 20 or 30 to 39 damage per attack right there, as we're looking at, well, additional items still being picked up. Mountain King coming over to bring some healing. Rock Golem, well, right here, Militia now being brought over, well, one Militia being brought over as well. Water Elemental getting taken down by the creeps as the Mountain King and the Archmage working a bit together here. Militia looking to pull back. There is a Scroll of Regeneration which should be used. Ooh, Boulder onto a Footman. A little bit of a misstep there by MisterWinner as we see True Shot Aura picked up by that Mountain King. Alright, Archmage will get in a little bit more bonus damage. True Shot Aura handed over. Mountain King going to finish off this last Forest Troll Trapper. Scroll of Regeneration should be used in this situation here. Nope, yep, there you go. Healing up all of those remaining units as a Peasant may try and set up a farm to well, hire up some more units from this mercenary camp if necessary. But at this point in stage in the game, you already have Riflemen. I'm not quite sure why you would need it any other way. Alright, Riflemen at 19 to 28 damage, 535 hit points for 3 supply. Well, with the upgraded range as well, 600 range, able to get in a lot of that piercing damage quickly. Meanwhile, more units going to be coming back around. Archmage perhaps going to try and what is going to do? Pick up perhaps some scrolls of healing, sell some additional items, and now try and put some pressure onto his opponent's base, as there is only rifle casters with a couple of frontline footmen, no sorceresses, as well. Altar of Darkness now being resummoned, as well. We could be looking at, what is this? Dual crypts perhaps into gargoyles? We'll have to take a very, very close look. Necropolis now getting added. Graveyard is already up. Double Nerubian Tower to slow things down, as the Necropolis is going to be taking a little bit of damage here. Rifleman with decent amount of range, able to finish off that Necropolis there, and now continuing this pressure once more. All right, Mountain King. Footman trying to take down this Nerubian Tower. We see a Ziggurat trying to upgrade to a Spirit Tower. Militia now being brought into the fight. This is everything. MisterWinner trying to close out the game early before the expansion can really start to pay for itself. Cryptlord gets an amazing impale off. Over a dozen units getting picked up into the air. A lot of Militia taking a lot of damage there, as that level 2 impale really racked up the damage. Ghouls now trying to make their way over. Mountain King does not have Thunderclap, but is going to be able to focus down many of those ghouls there. There goes another ghoul. Are we going to see another ghoul getting taken down? No, going to leave it alone, as there are triple towers really racking up that damage. All right, Forest Troll Shadow Priest trying to get in a little bit more heal. There is another impale across multiple units. Cryptlord getting very close to level 5. Perhaps going to try and finish off some more of those units, as the Priest now getting taken down as well. Triple Water Elementals are into play. One lost due to time life, as we're looking at the Water Elementals about to get taken down once more. There goes a Stormbolt onto a Crypt Fiend. There goes another Crypt Fiend there. 34 supply compared to 44. Rifleman now trying to back up down to 73, down to 60 hit points. Looks like it will be able to walk away, get a little bit of distance, and now be able to retreat back home. All right, no additional focus fire from that Spirit Tower to finish off this Rifleman. No, I take it back. Is that Rifleman going to be able to stay alive? It is not. The Priest unable to keep it alive. Rifleman should have just stayed home or head back, but he wanted to be in that fight, as the Cryptlord now up at level 5. Fish looking to retreat back here, trying to punish his opponent, as the Death Knight is going to be joining in on the fight. Fish doesn't have much gold, doesn't have much of an army, and continuing this battle still. Mountain King looking to finish off this last Nerubian Tower, as it is still being repaired, and now it is just ghouls versus rifle, as the two priests in the back working quite a bit here. All right, Death Knight could be coming back over. There's a detonation. There's level 3 now on the Mountain King. Mountain King with level 2 Stormbolt could really start to wreak havoc onto some of those Crypt Fiends, as the Death Knight doesn't get a Death Coil off in time. Death Knight still trying to fight their way through a couple of carry-on beetles. The level 3 variety still offering quite a big fight, as we're looking at some Dispel magic to remove some of the hit points on those beetles, and also removing the blight, as that was used with a sacrificial skull. All right, still more damage adding in. Another Forest Troll Berserker taking down. A long and drawn-out battle here, as the Priest is going to end up getting taken out again. Mountain King trying to double back around. There goes another Ghoul. Priest now getting taken down, as both sides losing quite a bit of units. Level 5 now on the Archmage, and level 5 Archmage goes for level 3 Water Elementals, as Riflemen perhaps need to be backing up as well. Riflemen taking quite a bit of damage, as summoned units are taking a little bit of damage as well. Mountain King sitting at level 3, getting halfway to level 4, as the Archmage is now going to use this opportunity to go after, another Ziggurat that is being upgraded now to a Nerubian Tower. All right, more Acolytes getting taken down. 2 Acolytes, 3 Acolytes down here. New Nerubian Tower is going to be back up, as the Cryptlord, it does not have any mana, no Obsidian statues as of yet. Death Knight continuing this push. Mountain King sitting at level 3, going after that Forest Troll. Shadow Priest gets its target as the Mountain King still continuing the chase. New Acolytes making their way back over. That could easily get taken down. There's one Ghoul back off over there as the Mountain King gets in another bash once more. Mountain King could easily get off a Stormbolt, finishes off a Crypt Fiend Death Coil a day late and $1 short as the Death Knight gets up to level 2. Mountain King trying to catch up to that Forest Troll. Shadow Priest doing off to the races. Priest now getting taken down as the Archmage tries to finish off another Acolyte who's just doing a quick run by as the Mountain King shows back up here. It looks as though the Forest Troll Shadow Priest could have been taken out, but the Riflemen are now getting taken out as well. Mountain King needs a little bit more mana, could try and go after that Crypt Fiend there. No, gonna go after an Acolyte instead as the Rifleman is just dancing around. Even though the Acolyte is the easier target, that represents an additional bit of gold every second. So being able to stop that target before it gets there was absolutely important. Priest now trying to get away. Crippler tries to summon up more beetles as this Priest is just absorbing as much damage as possible. There goes a Death Coil finishing off a unit. Are we going to see a dead Crypt Fiend? Yes, we are, as the Archmage coming back the other way. Level 5, level 4, Water Elemental getting in the way, dropping in more Water Elementals again, and now trying to make their way back off to the north. Archmage showing back up here, looking to perhaps take down the Tomb of Relics. Nerubian Tower is up again. Mountain King wants to finish off more of these Acolytes. Going to go ahead and take down another one. And every time an Acolyte gets taken down, well, that is less gold for Fish to try and mine. Level 5, level 4 going up against level 5, level 2. Fish is holding on to this battle, barely trying to hold on to this expansion to come away with the victory as Riflemen are getting taken out as well. The Blight does represent a little bit of a damage bonus as the Death Knight has to be careful, cannot take a Stormbolt from the Mountain King and be okay, as we're still looking at a couple of Riflemen perhaps about to get taken down. All right, are we going to see a little bit of damage there? Trying to chase after a unit. There goes a Rifleman as the Death Knight chases down a Rifleman number 2. Archmage, Mountain King, and Priest now looking to finish off the Haunted Gold Mine here as the Water Elemental's piercing damage, Mountain King's heroic damage, not going to be able to rack up all that much. More healing coming back across. Riflemen could have a very, very bad day indeed trying to get away. The Beetles are just going to be able to eat up that Rifleman once more, and it's only heroes left. MisterWinner, well, now down in terms of supply, being forced to retreat back. He was able to stop much of the mining at the expansion, but this pressure and this aggression should be coming to an end. Archmage continuing to fight back around. Obsidian Statues now joining in on the fight, and if Fish didn't have an advantage before, he does have an advantage now, as that extra additional bit of mana and hit points could change things drastically. The Mountain King taking down that Death Knight there. Cryptlord trying to make its way back down. Level 6 now on that Cryptlord, as Fish looks like he's been able to hold off against his opponent, especially with that additional help of that Obsidian Statue. But the Death Knight is now gone, as the Cryptlord is sitting at level 6 by himself trying to fend off this attack. All right, Cryptlord trying to get away. Will he get a Stormbolt? What is happening here? 34 supply compared to 32. Death Knight needs to get resurrected. There is a reveal. Crypt Fiend trying to get away. There's a burrow, and it hides in time. Well, it's going to need another reveal and take it down, but those reveals are not free as long as you're forcing your opponent to spend a little bit more gold to try and take down your units. That is at least a small victory there. Coming back through, MisterWinner looking to try and really close out of this expansion. Fish trying to come back around. There is, Locust Swarm there as well. We're going to see a quick retreat, trying to get in a fight with all of these units. There goes a Rifleman, last Rifleman getting taken out, as additional things are still getting mined up. We are at Halls of the Dead, resurrecting the Death Knight. We do not have Black Citadel as of yet. Yes, sorry. I will. Yes, I will. All right, Death Knight getting ready, now making its rounds back again. We are looking at the Ogre Lord getting taken out. We are looking at Endurance Aura on that Crypt Lord. Not the full version. This is only going to be like 75% of the original, as the units are now looking to back away. Death Knight showing back up here. Crypt Lord, perhaps the Death Knight could get to level 3, which would be a very, very big boost indeed. Death Coil onto the Crypt Lord, as that is only a 200 hit point heal for that Death Knight. All right, Mountain King showing back up. Had Bloodlust for a moment. Going to finish off the remainder of this Forest Troll Berserker creep camp. And MisterWinner now with a level 5 Mountain King and a level 5, nearly level 6 Archmage should be able to close the door and close the chapter on this game here. Death Knight still looking to try and get to level 3. That will be a sudden power spike as the Crypt Lord looks to back up. And Death Knight does get to level 3 here, but now no possibility of a Scroll of Town Portal as the Mountain King snipes down an Acolyte. No Necropolis here. MisterWinner's been doing such a great job. Additional repairs underway. Mountain King may be forced to Stormbolt another Acolyte here as 3 Acolytes trying to hold the door against all of these units. Meanwhile, coming in from behind, Crypt Lord needs another 68 seconds for that Locust Swarm to be used as we're looking at a big fight here. Are we going to see an Impale? Yes, we are. Big Impale, a bit of stun across multiple units, more attacking underway as the Death Knight now trying to double back around. Crypt Fiends getting sniped down very, very quickly. Burrowing the wrong Crypt Fiend. Death Knight should try and Death Coil that Crypt Fiend, keep it alive. There it is, alive once more. 46 supply compared to 46 supply. Both sides still fighting and getting in a bit of damage as we see a bash go down onto that unit. Death Knight could turn around and try and Death Coil, save that unit there. No Orb of Fire. There is a Burrow, and that burrowed Crypt Fiend going to go ahead and stay alive for a little while until, well, target practice shooting at the ground. One base play, a human going up against a 2 base undead. Archmage is sitting at level 6. He does have mass teleport as Fish is going to end up losing this Nerubian Tower, trying to get in more repairs once again, getting in more damage. Mountain King seems to have mana for days, perhaps potions of mana, as the units are looking to back up again. Brilliance Aura level 2 opting to provide a little bit of help. Stormbolt onto a Beetle as the Crypt Lord is just getting into harm's way again and again, and we could be looking at a bit of aggression here. All right, Crypt Lord could be in trouble. You're going to go ahead and summon Locust Swarm. Are we going to see a Death Coil? Death Coil is in time, but that's only 400 hit point heal. Could have a little bit of problems as he tries to get away. Scroll of Town Portal used at the last moment, and he will end up, well, escaping here and now getting back up to near full hit point, or, well, 800 hit points as he tries to make his way back out. All right, it looks as though the Locust Swarm has come to an end. There's one bit of Locust still following him with nothing to attack. Meanwhile, yeah, that I've never seen the animation of a Locust Swarm during a Scroll of Town Portal. So I believe the Locust Swarm, yes, finally has come to an end. 2.5 minutes left. There goes another Impale across multiple Riflemen, trying to slow things down as the Death Knight looking to back up. Level 6, level 3 going up against level 6, level 5. That level 3 Stormbolt has really been wreaking havoc as the Crypt Lord takes quite a bit of damage again. Riflemen just trying to surround that Crypt Lord as the Crypt Lord backs away. Crypt Lord does have a decent amount of hit points and armor, and with the Death Knight providing additional health with burst heals and the Obsidian statues providing hit points and mana, things add up really quickly. Still, another Acolyte going to get taken down again. 46 supply compared to 49 as another Impale comes across multiple units. Priest going to get taken out. Crypt Fiend's trying to focus down the Priest. The Priest are the weakest link in the fight here as more Beetles are coming up out of the woodwork. All right, more Priest going to get focused down once again. There goes another Priest, and now it's going to be, well, more fighting underway here. Death Knight, no Death Coil, not enough mana as the Crypt Fiend tries to back away. The Impales have really been, well, absolute stunners, to say the least, as the Acolytes finally opting to try and unsummon these buildings and, well, get a little bit of additional gold that way. Death Knight sitting at level 3. Crypt Lord going to try and purposely pull away, pull the Ogre Lord from this high ground location here, perhaps get another powerful aura item as the Ogre Lord launching things more. Death Knight still sitting only at level 4 here. Is it going to perhaps get taken down as the Forest Troll High Priest are still getting in lots of heals? Coming back around from the other side, Archmage, Rifleman, Priest here. I thought there was a Spellbreaker temporarily as the Mountain King did have a Bloodlust earlier, but now we are looking at MisterWinner now trying to dive on into Fish's main base. All right, Death Knight trying to gain a lot of that experience now. It is going to be a Hood of Cunning, Agility, and Intelligence on that Death Knight, trying to finish things off with Tome of Agility there. What is going on? Is he going to be able to pick up any of these items, pick up that Tome of Agility, and now, well, perhaps make its way off to the north, but a little bit of that runaround going to cause problems as we are finally going into Tier 3. All right, finally going into Tier 3. One Acolyte was taken down there, no longer mining at, well, 600 or 10 gold a second, going down to 8 gold a second, going down to 6 gold a second, as the Mountain King has just been offsetting a lot of mining operations. bottom left-hand side shows that mining is going to be coming to an end here as we're looking at the Crippler continuing to battle it up. All right, more damage coming on through. Locust Swarm trying to be used. Beetles getting taken down. Death Knight purposely hanging back a little bit more. Archmage going to scroll of Town Portal to try and head back. There goes an Impale trying to finish off a couple of units. There goes another Priest as well, as the mining will be coming to an end. What you see is what you get. And MisterWinner, after all of that fighting, does have higher level heroes, but and he has been winning throughout much of the game, but the game is actually much closer than would have normally appeared. Death Knight now sitting at level 4, gonna get a little bit of experience, but most of it's gonna be a lot of it's gonna be taken away by the Ogre Magi here, as a low hit point Obsidian statue should actually be repaired, as the Acolytes have nothing to do right now. Death Knight picking up a Scroll of Healing, does also have a Mana Stone. That perhaps is going to tip things in favor of the Death Knight, as he's going to be able to launch plenty more Death Coils to save those units. Death Knight trying to get a last bit of experience still. Going to be able to do exactly that, finish things off, sitting at 4 1/4 as we see this walk of shame, long distance mining by MisterWinner, as he tries to perhaps buy a couple of last minute items for what I believe to be a last fight here. We do see Acolytes here. Are we perhaps going to be looking at a play by Fish? Fish could try and go for tier 3. Well, Fish actually has enough to train up a Lich. The Lich is out here onto the battlefield. Is he going to get an Orb of Corruption? That's actually the question right now. Getting up an Orb of Corruption, and suddenly I am very afraid of what Fish can do with this minimal army. 383 supply. Did he buy an Orb of Corruption? What did he try and buy? What is he training up? He is getting up the Creature Carapace upgrade, another Obsidian statue, and that is it. He is not... is he going to unsummon any of these other buildings and try and get that Orb of Corruption? That's really what I think is needed right now. This is a much closer game than I thought it was going to be, as an Orb of Corruption should be purchased. Yeah, there goes unsummoning of a handful of buildings as well. Lich trying to buy that last item, can't get close to the target because, well, Crypt Fiends and other things are in its way as well. All right, 33 supply. Yes, we did get that Orb of Corruption. That's exactly what Fish needs. 50 supply compared to 45. Long distance mining actually helping MisterWinner get a little bit of additional gold, as there's a bit of a standoff between these two sides right now. Important to note, Archmage did not pick up the Orb of Fire, which would greatly reduce the effectiveness of that Death Knight's Death Coil. All right, is that going to be the mistake of MisterWinner if Fish is able to get back into this game? Death Knight, Lich, Death Knight having... Mana Stone is actually on the Crypt Lord for perhaps more Impales. Death Knight is just topped out on mana and having a Scroll of Healing as well. All right, looking back off to the north here, Lich is going to get in some additional experience trying to finish off some of these targets. Perhaps pick up a Ring of Protection +3. And any type of experience and gold right now is absolutely helpful for Fish and what he's got. Beetles now trying to move around. Meanwhile, there goes an Acolyte getting sniped down. Paladin on the board with a little bit of experience. Crank, Gronk, thank you for the follow, as the Archmage getting into position here. All right, Rifleman, Priest, Paladin now making their way off to the north. Thank you for the follow again, Banana Max 1155 or 1155. As we're still looking at an inevitable fight. Fish now actually away from home, as the Black Citadel taking quite a bit of damage. Thank you. Side with the raid. Thank you very much. Thank you for the raid very much, as we're looking at Fish taking quite a bit of damage here. All right, there goes a big Impale, slowing things down. Locust Swarm to try and keep things up, but Locust Swarm means that he actually should be in that front line spot. Did he use the Scroll of Healing a bit early? No, he did not. Locust Swarm, quite a bit of damage. Paladin continuing to fight. Lich falls at level 1 already. A little bit too much focus fire damage, as the Mountain King with level 3 Stormbolt and Holy Light able to rack up that damage there. More damage added on. Archmage could be in a little bit of trouble. Death Coil onto the Archmage. Archmage could be down to 43, down to 42 hit points. Are we going to see a last second Impale? Impale, and the Archmage gets taken down. Level 7 now on that on the Crypt Lord. Level 6 Mountain King, however, has Avatar. Both sides are fighting 34 supply compared to 21. Paladin is still alive. Crypt Lord cranking out beetles to try and stay alive. There's a reveal right there. Crypt Fiend going to stay alive there with a death coil, and now still able to fight back around. All right, a little bit more damage as we see the Crypt Lord still has plenty of mana, been able to use that mana stone effectively, and now perhaps trying to try and finish off a handful more units as the Death Knight could take down more riflemen as they are retreating. Why aren't they? I do not know at this time, as a rifleman going to get taken down here. All right, rifleman down. Look, rifleman down. There it goes. Rifleman down. This water elemental could get taken down. There goes another impale as well. More damage onto the priest. That's going to get taken down. 20 supply compared to 20. Stormbolt going back the other way. More beetles are coming out of the woodwork. Ghouls are continuing the fight as well as the Death Knight tries to chase back. Death Knight getting very close to level 5. A bash onto the Crypt Lord, but the Crypt Lord is just going to absolutely shake it off. Death Knight, well, does not get the Death Coil off as the Paladin's Holy Light going to keep it alive still. Crypt Fiend going to continue to run around Holy Light on that Paladin, but the Paladin does not have Brilliance Aura. Should be running out of mana eventually. Still running around in a circle. That Crypt Fiend is just trying to dodge the damage from that Mountain King, and that Crypt Fiend was just playing ring around the rosy with all of these beetles here as another could be in trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability should be used. Why isn't it being used? It does not get used, giving level 5 to the Death Knight. Death Knight now coming back the other way, trying to chase down all of these units, and it looks like Fish may be able to hold on to this game for an amazing comeback, chasing down a level 7 Crypt Lord. Level 5 Death Knight continued to make its way back down. I think it was ESL Open Cup last week. Yeah, ESL Cup. Coming back down here, this Fish is just playing a great game. MisterWinner has been in a commanding lead throughout much of the match, but is now down on supply in terms of the army, and now peasants are simply just walking their way over, offering themselves up for, well, corpses for the Crypt Lord to summon in more beetles. Mountain King is in absolute trouble, is going to get surrounded. He's going to get taken down. Death Knight has plenty of mana. Death Knight, Death Coil saves that Crypt Fiend there. And this is going to be it. An amazing turnaround of events as MisterWinner loses the game in the final 4 minutes. A beautiful matchup between Fish and MisterWinner. MisterWinner solo base going up against Fish. Fish had the expansion. MisterWinner was able to just punish Fish for that expansion for quite some time, but in the end, unable to close out the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys continue to watch more WarCraft 3.